music side, but for you to do your clothing brand, turning into something positive for the city from where you from, and for the people that don't know, shout the hometown out real quick.
Evergreen, Alabama, man. That's where I'm from, man. But when I be saying Evergreen, a lot of people be like, Evergreen. So I had to be telling them like Mobile or somewhere close in the area. But most of my people are from Mobile, but when I was growing up, I was adopted. So through that, it translated me to move like to Evergreen, like a smaller little part of Alabama.
How far is it from Mobile?
Probably like an hour and a half.
Is that the closest big city that you would be close to?
Nah, we got Mobile, we got Montgomery, you know, we got a couple more. We got Huntsville.
What about Birmingham? How far y'all?
Nah, yo, Birmingham too. Birmingham not that far either, but from my area, Birmingham probably like about 3 hours.
I was in Birmingham, what was that, July, man. It's really the black belt of the South, man. If you ever get a chance to go to Alabama and just really see the history of, like, the black history, man. It's more, people think, oh, Houston or Atlanta or this thing, which is cool. We got a lot of blacks, but Alabama is one of them states, bro.
Like, Selma is very, like, historical.
Thank you. The bridge, all that.
Montgomery is very, like, historic in Alabama. Like,
yeah, like,
we can go on and on.
Yeah. Man, shout out to the whole state, man. And what brings you back to the streets, man? Muddy Kulture, man. What bring you back, brother?
Man, what really bring me back, man, I just wanted to come, man, just to let people know, like, I want them inside the brand, so I want to just show them what's going on, trying to, like, build up a community around the brand and just let people know, like, we're still working and, you know, just the inside on me so they can, you know, get to know what type of guy I am, you know what I'm saying? Like, letting them know, like, I'm just all about it, man, all about the grind, all about starting from somewhere and trying to turn nothing into something. That's why I want to part two with you, man. And I've been working with you for a little bit, man. So I always got to show love to you, man.
Man, I appreciate it.
You're the person that I have really did an interview with, you know. Some people that hit me up, I like, do an interview, man, do an interview. But I ain't really into interviews like that, for real. But every now and then I like to do
Pop your face out, yeah.
Just so I can see, like, the elevation, you know what I'm saying? Just see the elevation of myself and just see the elevation of the brand, you know, just to see the elevation of everything, you know. Because I try to study myself and I try to be better than what I was last year, or even like when I was like just 6 months ago.
Nah, backstreet shit. And why doesn't your brand look cheap? You see a lot of clothing brands, niggas be like, oh, I'm selling t-shirts, I'm selling merch. This is not merch. Muddy Kulture is a lifestyle. I see it being one of the biggest brands next to like a Supreme or something, but I don't want to, niggas be, oh, you buy us Backstreets. But why your shit don't look cheap, bro?
I feel like, honestly, mine don't look cheap because I have studied clothes. Like, a lot of people just try to just jump into the game or just say like the manufacturer that I'm working with is they quality bad or they quality not as good as this. Might be true, like some manufacturers do have different qualities, but beside that you gotta know what to say to the manufacturers. You gotta know like what to say, like, hey, I want my shirt made this way, I want it measured this way, I want it to weigh this much. By starting with your GSM, which basically grams square meters, like the weight of the shirt. You know, you gotta like actually get into details with it, you know.
Nah, Backstreets with Cole. Some advice, bro. They come up to you, man. Muddy Kulture, man. How I start my brand? I see you at the pops up. I see you setting up your tables. How do I get up in this shit? I'm from out of town. I ain't even from Texas. How do I start? What would you tell them?
I would really say you gotta like kind of like go outside. You can't be scared to talk to people. You can't be scared to like to have a conversation. To just walk up to anybody and just be like, hey, how you doing? Or hey, I got this going on. Or hey, I do this. Or like, you know, you just gotta just be open, you know, and just go from there. Like, I don't really be scared to talk to people, but I think I'm a likable guy. So 9 times out of 10, the people that I have ran into are like on some just genuine like conversation, or just some genuine. Like just the other week, I was at Waffle House. It was me, my girl, and my child, so my family basically. And we was at Waffle House and we was just chilling. And Michael Blessing walked in, you know, the comedian.
The comedian, dog.
My girl like, man, that's Michael Blessing. I'm like, damn, that's Michael Blessing. Like in Waffle House, like on just some like regular typical shit, like on a regular day. And he sat across from us, and then, you know, I would let him do his thing. A couple people took pictures with him, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Next thing I know, I don't eat my food. He turned around and had a conversation with me, like everything was just straight genuine, like, hey man, how old your son is? I'm like, he just turned 5 months, and he's telling me like, hey, I just have a little girl too, and that's how me and him really bumped into each other. And I told him what I had going on, and he told me like, hey bro, I'm rocking with your energy, and you seem like you a cool guy, so if you can come to my show tonight, bring me some clothes, you know, I like that. And then I just pulled up on him, bro.
Michael Blessing.
Michael Blessing, bro.
Damn.
At Waffle House, bro.
What city where you was at?
Houston.
Oh,
at
bro.
Waffle House, bro.
Man.
I called my homeboy, I'm like, guys, bro, I just ran into Michael Blessing at Waffle House. Bro. Like,
Man, what does fatherhood mean to you, man? Congratulations again on your new blessings, man. But what does that mean to you?
Fatherhood mean a lot to me, you know, especially when you want your son to be better than you. So while you trying to work on yourself and you being better, imagine trying to raise another human or a little you that you want better than you. So now you got to work 2 times harder. You know what I'm saying? You already working 2 times harder for you, but you just got to just work 2 times harder, you know. But I just been working on the balancing, you know, balancing that and also balancing, you know, just moving around. But I love it, man. I love my little dude. His name Alakai. He just turned 7 months, man.
Man, shout out to the baby.
A lot of people starting to tell me he's starting to look like me, so I'm starting to see it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But he be acting nonchalant. My son be acting nonchalant, but he be laughing, bro. He a cool little dude, man. I love him.
Man, shout out to the baby, man. The brand, I know it's been growing over time. What is one moment that you are most surprised at?
One of the most moments that I'm most surprised at is when I go back home, man. Like, I just love going back home and just doing events because that's where it started from. And I ain't talking about where it started from, the brand. I'm just talking about me. That's where Alan James started from.
My boy.
So that's why I honestly like going back and just letting them just get the experience, you know, just letting them know like I don't only just sell clothes, like I'm actually building a brand. So not only is I'm selling clothes, I'm selling the experience. Like, so when you come back to me again, you know, you're gonna feel comfortable. Because I like also it's just the content, you know, and being like I like doing it, you know, like that's just something like that.
Just expanding.
Yeah, I like
for real.
it. Like people be talking about you be getting like you be getting paid a lot, you get money, but I'm like I don't really be paying that no attention. Like I just like doing it. You know what I'm saying?
You just, like I say, you love to do it. Some days you have a bunch of people in line, and you probably have days where probably 1 people in line. But I still, like I say, every time you post the content, is you setting up tables, promote your brand. Like you say, you actually building a brand, and that's different from somebody who just, oh, I got this, man, my CD out, or whatever the case may be. So I gotta salute you for that, man. What's one thing that you wish you knew earlier before you started Muddy Kulture?
Really just being patient, you know, just taking your time, you know, not rushing things, just being patient, you know, like not saying who I want to be here or who getting this, you know, just being patient, you know, just create your own lane, you know, like right now that's what I kind of been working on, like creating my own lane, like for myself, you know, just like create my own lane. And I watch a lot of interviews as well. Like, I be watching a lot of like Master P. I be watching like a lot of like old interviews of people like, you know, people like that. And I always been to interviews. Like, I be watching like the Pivot, you know, like I just watch like a lot of interviews.
Just learning,
like, about entrepreneurs, be like about people that's hustling. Like, I just watch a lot of interviews. I just like to learn too.
Backstreets with Cole, man. I got my boy. He giving y'all a bunch of gems. Me being from Houston, I gotta ask you this: do you feel like you're taking from like our culture with the name, or do you feel like you're paying homage?
What you mean by that?
Cause Muddy Kulture, people were like, well, that's Houston. They would hear it and automatically think the city. And then you being from Alabama, people were like, wait a minute, is he paying homage or is he taking it? Because people, like, you know, how the mind goes.
Yeah, but that go back to me saying I'm creating my own lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm creating my own lane. So when they do hear it, they gonna be like, oh, like they think positive about it. You know, some people might have their thoughts about it, but like, I want to push it to the point like you already know what it is when you hear it. You know, when you think of Nike, you already know like it's something positive. You know, it's about the audience that you attract. You know, so that's why I'm trying to push something positive so I can push like the positive audience, you know, like everybody is audience. I want everybody to wear in the brand, but I just don't want people to like when they see it to think in that way about the brand, you know, just think about it in a way like dang, like it's about anybody starting from the bottom and making their way up to the top. Like no matter if you was at the top, you had to start from the bottom. No matter if you at the bottom, you going to the top, you gotta go through something. Like it's just a muddy culture. No matter what culture you is, you had to go through something to get to where you're going or to get to where you're headed.
That part. Were you influenced by that's an awful lot of Culture or?
Yeah, I used to pay attention to him a lot, man.
Okay.
Like, every time he comes to the city, man, I pull up on this or dog, man, and I throw him some merch, man. Not only him, I pay attention to a lot of artists and people that got brands. Like these brand owners in Alabama. They from Mobile, Alabama. They got a brand called Tulinese. and they got a warehouse in Atlanta, Georgia. I done pulled up on them. Like, they didn't like inspire me a lot because I remember them back when I was in high school and paying attention to them. And I remember back when I started my brand.
Muddy movement about.
Muddy movement. That's what.
Seen you with the Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was something me and my homeboy had did. My homeboy, his name Jordan. He got a brand called Official Movement, and. You know, me and him been locked in, like, that was just something, like, me and him locked in, like, past the clothing, like, me and him just locked in on something just personal, you know what I'm saying? And I just told him, like, hey, bro, let's just do pop up in Oklahoma City, because I used to stay in OKC when I was in the military.
Shout out
I was in the military for 4.5 years, well, really like 5, but when I was stationed out there, you know, that's kind of when I started the brand, and I ran into a lot of connection and met the right people, so I had told my homeboy Jordan, like, bro, let's just do a pop-up out there, and let's just call it the Muddy Movement, you know. Muddy Kulture was my brand, and your brand called Official Movement, the Muddy Movement, and let's just get that audience, you know. And it just went from there. We did that in my homeboy store on Teen Shed, Stay Free. She got a brand called Stay Fresh, you know, so.
And that was out there in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, see, my bad. I know Oklahoma a pretty big state, so I don't want to get no descriptions, man.
Stay clean, stay clean, stay clean, stay clean. Stay clean.
Okay, man, Backstreet's
We got a store in Oklahoma City. It's called Fresh 45. Yeah.
Any other city that you want to hit that you ain't just popped up? Like, damn, Cole, I got to get out there.
Florida, bro. I really want to hit Miami, bro. I had some set up in Miami.
Okay.
He ain't really fall through like that, but we still went out there and worked because we did a photo shoot on the collection that we finna drop. But I really want to hit Florida.
I can see you in Florida, brother. One more, man. I caught it off camera and I ain't want to interrupt, so I do apologize again. But what does your spiritual realm come from, and just your faith and just believing in a higher power?
Really, honestly, I think just where I'm from, man. Just the way my mom raised me, it kind of like just in me, you know. Like when you growing up and you been around it and hearing things and going through that process
type
as
shit,
a child, you not really paying no attention. But once you get older, you know, it's in you in some type of way, you know. Like it's always in you, like the way you was raised. So I think it's got a lot dealing with like how I act. A lot of people telling me that, like, bro, you be chilling, man. Like you a chill guy, bro. Like you just be chilling. I be like, yeah, bro. I just be vibing. Right?
You don't have no complaints. It's like you just take whatever comes with life. Like you build your brand, you stay out the way for the most part. Got your family.
I still got problems though, you know.
Right.
Everything not perfect, you know. Yeah, I'm not perfect.
Right.
I still got problems, and I'm still learning, and I'm still like growing each and every day. So like that. Do
you ever get frustrated? Like, dang, I'm you know what? I'm gonna do something else, Cole.
Hell yeah. Oh, my sister gonna be watching this, so no cousin. I ain't gonna tell her.
Okay. Sorry, sis. Sorry, sis.
But yes, but I was just telling my homeboy, like, bro, like, he raw. I was just telling him, like, bro, you be getting discouraged sometimes. I was telling my homeboy the same thing. Like, I was like, bro, I still be having days that I be getting discouraged. I be like, is this gonna work? Or, you know, I still be like, man, I'm doing the right thing, or I'm going hard enough, or this, like, do people really rock with me? You know,
keep grinding, keep your faith in the high power, man. That's all I love to see. I'm proud of the grind, the elevation, the growth. Like I say, you're looking good, you're shining good. But anybody you want to send some love to, man? Any last minute shout outs?
For real, just shout out to God, man. Just thank you for just allowing me to be able to do this. You know, my homeboy Jeremy had told me to give him a shout out, man. Shout out to my boy Jeremy, man.
Shout out Jeremy. Shout out my boy. Okay, where you from?
My boy Jeremy from Evergreen, man.
Evergreen, okay.
Go follow me on Instagram at Allen DJs Official, and then you can just go follow the brand page at Muddy_Culture, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
People like
We're doing the part 3. We're doing the part 3.
I say salute the Muddy Kulture.
Long live Matt. You know we likely to win.
Man, who Matt was?
Matt, my homeboy that passed away, man. He passed away back at the crib. We had
Evergreen.
Yeah. We had do an event for him, back for the whole community, and I had made like a whole collection. You know, I just wanted the environment to just feel like the type of person he was, just feel his energy because he was a cool dude. You know,
man.
Long live Matt, man. We love you, man.
That phone call mean it's time to go. That's a silent. I said, nah, I appreciate.
I gotta put that on silent.